Hi, I'm Carson, and this is the July 2023 Home Roundup. If you missed last month's video, you can view it at the link below or in the card in the top right. Let's again start with the shops. The shop UI has been updated, allowing you to sort by different categories and search for furniture items by name. Alongside new furniture items, the furniture items themselves also load at runtime, meaning you don't have to download each and every furniture item as you join the server, only the ones that are necessary. Now that FaceBunch has resolved the HTTP issues, the media player is now working and YouTube videos work just fine. You can now also see the progress in the video and control the volume. I've also added a second media player item called the radio, which can play YouTube videos just fine, audio only, and can also play Icecast or other internet radio stations. We got two new shops for you, with the first being the clothing shop. Instead of all clothing being instantly accessible through the tab menu, you now have to purchase them before you can equip them. The other shop is an all-new pet shop. Here you can purchase entities that you can later equip to follow you. I'll get to that in a sec though. First, let's see what's new in the tab menu. In the tab menu, players can now have badges, indicating a certain status or achievement. From here, you can also mute and unmute players. In the Outfit tab, we'll find a few new features. First of which, you can swap between smaller icons so that you don't have to go into a t-shirt to see all of the other t-shirts. And there's also a height slider, which allows you to change the height of Terry. You can also press the button right above the slider to reset Terry's height back to its default at any time. Now for the brand new Equipment tab. Currently, this only houses pets, but will be home to a lot of other different equipment in the future. To equip a pet, all you have to do is click on it so it has the blue outline. If it is already blue, you can click on it again to unequip it. Even though all the pets have their own movement properties, they will all pathfind, ensuring they make it to you no matter what. And the last new addition to the tab menu is the About section, now including credits for everyone involved in the project. Now let's move on to the arcade. Tetros has been completely revamped, with an all-new arcade machine, all-new UI, and has its own standalone game in S&box. Both versions of Tetros are complete with stat tracking with the new leaderboard API added by Gary, and leaderboards are publicly visible in both versions. Rhythm 4K now allows you to browse Osumania charts directly from their website, and when playing from an arcade machine within Home, you now get paid out as a result of completing a song. There's also an all-new Carson's Web Arcade, which is a collection of a bunch of my web games that I've made throughout the years, playable right from within S&box. These games do not pay out, however, one of the games included is Half Hour Hexagon, a game of mine that is unreleased at the moment, but is coming out within the next month or so. I decided to add it to S&box so I could, well, test the waters and see what people do and don't like. So any and all feedback is appreciated. Oh, and for all standard arcade machines, you now physically move the joystick when controlling the game. Alongside all these new additions, I've also made tons of bug fixes, tweaks, changes, rewrites, all of the sort. And I plan on continuing my slew of rewrites into next month as I prepare for making the game open source. I've learned a lot during this development time about good, bad practices with S&box and C# in general, and I feel like there's a lot that needs to be cleaned up. So next month I will be primarily focusing on that, but that doesn't mean there won't be new content, so stay tuned.